Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide.
He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Dropping back, it's Dyer. The short hands, it's Baxter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Catch in the middle. It's Baxter. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Quarterback making adjustments. A first down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Huskies will hustle for the line. Dropping back, it's Mack. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Took a shot as he threw.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buying some time. He threw it away on 4th down, just sort of gave up on the play, and they'll have to turn it over.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
Washington wants to go quickly. He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The play action fake. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, they're after him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The lone back's got it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Huskies. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Wells. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the catch. It's Green. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Mack. Finds his big tight end. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Really love the decision there by the QB. You're rolling out, it's 3rd down, nothing open in the end zone, so you don't force anything, risk an interception, just throw it away. You'll take the field goal try here early.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
To throw, it's Dyer. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Washington right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mack. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Rushes on him. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Looking for the goal line. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass. It's Mack. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense changing the play. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Gaines. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers. And he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation. And he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Washington wants to go quickly. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today, a quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Dyer. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Eldridge. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Washington right back to the line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage.
It's picked off. That's number 10.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on third down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Dead center perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to UMass. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He's going to let it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A design run for the quarterback. Across the floor. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop, puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Coming out with it, it's Wells. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Huskies Aggies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Got it in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Mack. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Wants to throw again. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking for room, it's Carr. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll give it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. A run for the quarterback. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So the turnover on downs, and you'll never see a drive start with a shorter goal to go. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal coming up. This quarterback part of their running game.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be fit.
Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air, it's Dyer. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Washington right back to the line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's picked off. That's number 10.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flores. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Sends it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Sprinting away. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. second down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Gaines. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that third down to ice it. That was perfect.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Green 25.
On the snap, it's Dyer. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Washington, 34.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man, it's Mack. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship.